Welcome back to Blood Moon, Episode 4. Viewer discretion is advised. The city did not sleep. It only pretended to. From the rooftop, where Chen stood, the streets below looked peaceful. Cars moved in slow rivers of white and red light. Neon signs flickered in the humid night air. Wind brushed across the concrete, carrying the faint scent of rain and something else. Blood. Kai inhaled slowly. The assassin's body had already been taken by clan enforcers, but the scent remained burned into his senses. Iron, fear, rage. Someone wanted him dead, and not quietly. He closed his eyes and let the night speak to him. Heartbeats pulsed like distant drums. The rustle of clothing 3 buildings away felt like thunder. The scent of strangers clung to the wind like fingerprints. He was no longer simply Kai. He was something older, something divided. Half American, half Chinese, half man, half wolf. And neither side felt complete. Behind him, a voice broke the silence. "They are afraid of you." Kai did not turn immediately. He recognized the voice. Elder Ming stepped onto the rooftop, his long coat swaying in the wind like dark water. "Afraid?" Kai asked quietly. "Yes," Ming replied. "You survived the duel. You survived the assassination. You did not bow." Kai finally turned to face him. "And that makes me dangerous." Ming studied him carefully. "It makes you unpredictable," snapping the loose tarps near the edge of the building. For a moment, the city felt smaller beneath them. "Tell me the truth," Kai said. "Why do they hate what I am?" Ming did not answer immediately. "Because you were born from a union that should not have existed," he said at last. "Your father defied clan law. He chose love over bloodline. The clans never forgave him." Kai felt his jaw tighten. "My father is dead." "Yes," Ming said calmly. "But you are not." Silence stretched between them. Then Ming added, "The clan leaders have called a gathering." Kai's eyes sharpened. "A trial?" "Perhaps," Ming replied. "Perhaps something worse." The warehouse stood on the edge of the industrial district, surrounded by rusted shipping containers and broken pavement. It looked abandoned to human eyes. It was not. Inside, the air vibrated with restrained aggression. Dozens of werewolves filled the shadows, their forms human but their eyes reflecting gold, amber, and cold silver. Some leaned against metal pillars. Others stood in tight groups, whispering. When Kai entered, the room shifted. Every conversation slowed. Every gaze turned. He felt it physically. The weight of judgment pressing against his skin. At the center of the warehouse stood 3 elevated platforms. On each platform waited a clan leader. Leader Han, of the Iron Fang clan. Broad shoulders, scarred face. Eyes like sharpened steel. Matriarch Lian of the Moonveil clan. Elegant, controlled, deadly in her stillness. And Elder Zhao of the Shadowroot clan. Thin, watchful. His presence felt like a blade hidden inside silk. Kai walked forward alone. Each step echoed. He stopped 10 feet from the platforms. Leader Han spoke first. "You stand before the clans as an anomaly." Kai held his gaze. "I stand as myself." His murmurs rippled through the warehouse. Han's lip curled slightly. "You carry mixed blood. You carry instability. You carry disruption." "I carry strength," Kai answered evenly. A low growl rolled from somewhere in the crowd. Matriarch Lian raised her hand, silencing the room without raising her voice. "You defeated one of our chosen warriors," she said calmly. "You survived an execution attempt. That is not coincidence." "No," Kai agreed. "It is not." Elder Zhao leaned forward slightly. "There is a whisper spreading through the clans," he said softly. "A prophecy." The words struck the air like a match. Zhao's eyes never left Kai. When bloodlines break, when East and West merge under a crimson moon, the wolf who belongs to none will either unite the clans or devour them. The silence that followed felt heavier than any shout. Kai's heartbeat slowed. He did not flinch, did not deny it. "I did not ask to be born," he said calmly. "I did not ask to awaken, but I will not kneel because you fear a story." Han's eyes flashed gold. "Then prove you are not the beginning of our end." Kai's shoulders squared. "How?" Han stepped down from his platform. The metal beneath his boots groaned under his weight. You will face a trial of dominance. The room erupted in low growls and shifting bodies. Matriarch Lian did not protest. Zhao only watched. Han stopped 6 feet from Kai. You will fight 3 champions, 1 from each clan. No interference, no retreat. Kai felt the wolf inside him stir, not with fear, but anticipation. And if I win? Kai asked. Han's mouth curved into something that was not a smile. Then the clans will acknowledge your right to stand among us. And if I lose? Han's eyes hardened. You will not leave this warehouse alive. The first champion stepped forward from the Iron Fang clan. He was massive. His neck was thick with muscles, his knuckles scarred from years of combat. Without warning, he lunged. The distance between them vanished in an instant. Kai pivoted sideways as the champion's fist tore through the air where his head had been. The force of the missed strike cracked a wooden crate behind him into splinters. Kai responded with speed. He stepped inside the larger wolf's guard and drove his elbow sharply into the man's ribs. He felt the impact travel up his arm, felt bones strain beneath muscle. The champion snarled and grabbed for Kai's throat. Kai dropped low, swept his leg in a precise arc, and used the man's forward momentum against him. The massive body crashed onto the concrete floor, shaking dust from the ceiling beams. But the fight was not finished. The champion shifted. His bones lengthened violently beneath his skin, fur erupted across his arms. His jaw extended, teeth sharpening as his spine curved. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Kai did not hesitate. Ow! He allowed his own transformation to surge forward. Pain flared along his spine as his muscles thickened and his senses sharpened. His fingers curved into claws. His vision sharpened into layered clarity. Half-shifted, controlled, not fully beast. The Iron Fang champion charged in wolf form, claws scraping sparks against the concrete. Kai met him head-on. Their collision sounded like metal slamming into metal. Claws tore across Kai's shoulder, slicing fabric and skin. Warm blood spilled down his arm. Kai gritted his teeth and drove his knee upward into the wolf's chest, forcing air from its lungs. He followed with a downward strike of his clawed hand, raking across the creature's snout. Bones cracked. The wolf staggered. Kai seized the moment. He grabbed the creature by the fur along its neck and shoulder, twisted his hips, and hurled the massive body across the warehouse floor. It skidded violently before slamming into a steel support beam. The beam bent. Silence fell. The Iron Fang champion struggled once, then collapsed. Han's jaw tightened. He stands, Matriarch Lian said softly. Kai's chest rose and fell steadily. Blood dripped from his fingertips onto the concrete. The second champion stepped forward. She moved differently. Graceful, balanced, controlled, Moonveil clan. Her eyes shimmered silver even before she shifted. When she attacked, it was not brute force. It was precision. She circled him, testing distance. Movements flowed like water, each step calculated. Then she struck. Her kick snapped toward his temple with impossible speed. Kai raised his forearm just in time. The impact numbed his entire arm. She followed with a spinning strike that caught him across the ribs, forcing him back to steps. This was not strength. This was technique. Kai exhaled slowly, adjusted. When she lunged again, he did not retreat. He stepped forward. Their arms collided in a blur of blocks and counters. Each strike met resistance. Each movement mirrored discipline. She shifted mid-combat, her body flowing into wolf form with controlled elegance. Kai answered in kind. This fight was faster, sharper. Claws met claws in showers of sparks. They moved so quickly that many in the warehouse could barely follow. She leaped for his throat. Kai dropped backward intentionally, allowing her momentum to carry her over him. As she sailed above, he twisted his body and drove his heel upward into her abdomen. The impact sent her crashing to the ground. Before she could recover, Kai pinned her foreleg beneath his weight and pressed his claw to her exposed throat. He did not strike. He held. Her silver eyes met his. After a long breath, she lowered her gaze. Submission. Kai stepped back. The warehouse erupted in stunned whispers. 2 champions defeated. Han's expression darkened. Zhao's eyes gleamed. Final champion, Han growled. The air shifted. From the Shadowroot clan stepped a figure that felt wrong. He was smaller than the others, quieter, but his presence felt like cold smoke crawling beneath the skin. Kai felt his instincts scream. This one was different. The Shadowroot warrior smiled faintly, and then he vanished. Not ran, vanished. A blur moved behind Kai. Pain exploded across his back as claws tore through muscle. Kai staggered forward, barely catching himself before hitting the floor. He turned just in time to block another strike aimed for his throat. The Shadowroot warrior moved like darkness itself, phasing in and out of visibility with terrifying speed. This was assassination technique, not open combat. Kai's breathing grew heavier. Blood ran down his back. The crowd had gone silent. The warrior appeared again to Kai's left. This time, Kai did not react with sight. He reacted with instinct. He closed his eyes. He listened. The faint shift of air. The change in scent. The whisper of fabric. When the attack came, Kai pivoted at the last possible second and drove his clawed hand forward. His strike connected. The Shadowroot warrior reappeared fully as Kai's claws buried into his side. Shock flashed across the man's face. Kai roared. The sound shook the warehouse walls. He lifted the warrior off the ground and slammed him down hard enough to fracture the concrete beneath them. Dust exploded upward. Before the warrior could vanish again, Kai seized his throat and pressed him into the cracked floor. "You cannot hide from what I am," Kai growled. The Shadowroot warrior struggled once, then went Kai released him and stood. 3 champions defeated. The warehouse felt different now. Not hostile, not mocking, watching, measuring. Leader Han stepped forward slowly. "You've proven strength," he said heavily. Matriarch Leon inclined her head slightly. Elder Zhao smiled thinly. "But strength," Zhao said quietly, "is only the beginning." Kai felt it. Something else was coming. Somewhere beyond the warehouse walls, beneath the sleeping city, the true storm was already rising. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.